I'm Gabrielle Leonard, and today I'm going to be talking about is a reviewing statement from one of the projects that I did before, explaining my experience with writing. Growing up, I came from a bilingual family. Basically, my mom spoke English on her side of the family, and my dad spoke a little bit of Spanglish, I like to call it, because it's a mix of English and Spanish. And honestly, only people who speak Spanglish can really understand it. So basically, comprehending my words was a little bit harder. I really wasn't good at writing. I struggled in elementary school and had to do writing tests. I also had to be put in a writing selectment class. So basically, I couldn't have an elective, or else in middle school, they did this thing where Instead of an elective, they would make you take a writing class because you struggled in that particular, so they wanted you to learn before you went to high school and, went through the big essays and knew what you were doing, the formats, everything like that. So basically, all throughout middle school, I never was able to have an extra elective because I had to work on my writing. And I struggled with grades. I wasn't really good, didn't have high grades. It was middle school. I was messing around. I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. So my mom had to tell me, in order to actually get things done and change my mindset, is she asked me to work towards a goal, and if I had all A's by the end of the school year, she would get me the goal that I wanted. Sadly, that's what it had to take in order for me to actually step up. Once I got all A's, my mom decided to get me my surprise, and she said, see, if you are able to do this for one class, think of all the things you will be able to get if you have good grades. So that's basically how I started getting good grades and becoming better at school. It wasn't until my junior year of high school until I started liking reading. I really liked To Kill a Mockingbird because it gave a really good presentation on law and the outlooks of other people's perspective in life and basically how messed up life is. Basically, growing up, I knew that I was wanting to become a lawyer, and I wanted that to be my profession. So obviously, To Kill a Mockingbird has law in it because of etiquette. Flash forward to freshman year of college. I finally am very comfortable with the criteria, and I'm very interested in everything that I have been learning. Obviously, projects and the word of tests and essays are going to intimidate people a little bit, but I find it very interesting on some of the things that I have learned. My professor has made me a lot more comfortable with college and all of the things that come with it, including tests and essays and words that would intimidate me a lot when I was in high school, but don't intimidate me much anymore. I feel as though the projects and essays that we have written in this class and the journals all make us up on who we are. We are focusing on the things that we are as people instead of writing an essay about, George Washington. It's about us. It's about what we want to do. And that's one thing that I really found interesting about this class is that, yeah, it's still about reading and writing, but then again, you're putting it in your own world that you're going to live in, that you want to step in, and that you're stepping in to become in the future in your profession. So in conclusion, I really wouldn't have appreciated writing until now as much as I do. I really like reading. I used to not like reading. I wouldn't be able to even sit and look at a book without being impatient for 2 seconds, without wanting to know what the ending is. This class has helped me widen my horizons by looking at other people's projects and other people's perspectives and how they're going through college and how they're dealing with everything. It's very helpful, and everyone's processing with the same things at the same time. Thank you for watching my presentation on my relationship with language and writing.